So last week I was talking about the fact that I was actually going for therapy rather than coaching, but this morning I am actually going for coaching. I've been doing this coaching online course, and at a dinner party I met an old friend, and she said that she was doing coaching now, and she was asking me, when I told her I was doing this online course, if I had a coach to kind of keep me on track through it, and that was quite a normal practice. It's like that with therapists as well. And that was quite a few months ago, and I haven't really been keeping on track with the coaching course because I've got so many other plates I'm spinning in my life. And I'm also wanting some help with staying focused on this properties project. Actually, I've got no option but stay focused on that, and also the music project, and also kind of to sort out in my head, like the video I made a while ago, why am I doing any of it? What is my motivation? I have just difficulty focusing on one thing, and I talked about that in a multi-potentialist video as well, so I've got to work out what's going on there. Maybe she will help me identify some things that I can then talk to my therapist about later, because I'm going for an appointment with her this afternoon. It's a real sorting out my head day, isn't it? I'm so pleased with how that session went. I'm really glad I've decided to do that. It was really excellent, everything that I was hoping it would be. And with coaching, you get given tasks to do for the next session, and I can't remember what they both are, I've written them down, but one of them is about keeping a gratitude journal, which is quite exciting. She was just saying things like, just smelling a nice flower or something like that. So one already is that session went so well, and then as I was walking to the car, there was a beautiful aroma coming from some flowers on a bush, which is lovely. And as she was asking me to do that as the task, I did remember, and I think I've mentioned this in a vlog before, that's really how I kind of got through things in Brazil, was just capturing those really precious moments, just things like the smell of a flower or a beautiful sunset, and they just seem to kind of give you strength and carry you through the day. So that's a very cool task. I'll get a little book and actually write things in them. I'm going to pick up my dad now. He's got a hospital appointment later, but also I'm going to see my therapist today, and she is also in the same town that the hospital appointment is. So me and my dad are going to have some lunch, then he's going to hang about, explore the town while I go for my session, then I'll come back and pick him up and go for the hospital appointment. Hello everyone, I'm up in London again. We had a surveyor coming this morning to value the property for the equity release, for the refurbishment. So I came up yesterday afternoon, spent a bit of time with Hilary yesterday, but I'm going to have a coffee with her again today as well. We were originally, I've just seen a view of the Gherkin and other tall buildings in London. I'll just flick it around and show you. In the distance. Yeah, so it was a bit rainy and miserable yesterday, so we're going to go into Hillyfields Park and grab a coffee together. And Louis back today. I've spoken to him on the phone already. I've done quite a few things in the house, or brought things to the house, that are beginning to really kind of gel in terms of formulating ideas for what should be done. And a neighbour back in Cobham was throwing out this table, and I don't know if any of you follow me on Pinterest, but I've got a board for kitchens, and one of the ideas that I had was a table like this with painted legs and chairs similar but painted as well. So if you know, like pastel colours or something, blue or duck egg or whatever, a little bit like this utensils jar there, and these sort of towels, and oh yeah, the little kind of detail on those storage jars that I got. And yeah, so it's painted effect, like the kettle and the toaster, kind of cream painted effect. So that idea is coming along, and something I've always wanted to do in a living room area is have kind of French style furniture. And on eBay the other day, I picked up a couple of French chairs, and I picked those up the other day, and they're looking really good in the living room here. And I've moved the orange settee out. So eventually I think I'll get it all kind of, I don't know, that kind of goes together, and the fireplace is actually looking good with that. And then maybe get a French style coffee table. Because in the meantime as well, things like that coffee table can go down to the house in Guildford once that's all finalised. We are actually coming to the final stages. I need to go through with you what the whole process is for buying a house in the UK, and we are getting to the final stages. So we've had our mortgage offer for the house in Guildford. I'm up at the flat today because the surveyor was coming round for the equity release for this property, and we just need to get a couple of final documents to do the finance to the solicitors, and then they are going to discuss the findings from the searches with the vendors or ask them a few questions or something like that. Then they should be able to draw up the contracts. So from when I first kind of estimated that it would be about 10 weeks, that is in about a week and a half. And I was chatting to somebody the other day who was buying property, and they said that they'd got a date for their exchange of contracts, like next week sometime, and the completion the following day, which is what you can do if you haven't got a chain. So if like somebody's selling and they're buying another place, and then that person's buying another place, and that person's buying another place, and so on and so forth, I think that's when you have quite a gap between exchange of contracts, and everybody's exchanging contracts at different times, and then you all complete on the same day, and you all move on the same day as well, like dominoes. But there's no chain with this property, so I will keep you posted. And I've had a chat with Louis on the phone. He's arrived back. He's having a discussion with Mike, you know, what's his Instagram, Naked Mike? I know Mike since he was born, about renovating the bus, he said. So I don't know what that's all about. And he's going to be at home for a few days. I don't know what his plans are. I don't know if Riot is arriving as well, but there's going to be a big family get together on Ben's side of the family for his mum's birthday. So that's going to be a big do. And Louis is going to be around for that. So he's going to be around for at least a week and a half. I'm going to have some lunch now. I think I've got a bit of hay fever. My nose keeps running. My eyes are a bit bloodshot. I'm going to my coaching session today, and Louis' home, and already been a great influence, calming the stress situation to do with all the property stuff right down, coming in with his logical approach. So that's very lovely. And I'm going to pick up my dad later, and Louis is working on a new project. He's probably going to get his vlog up before I'm going to get this one up. And I'm going to take my dad down to see it. And then later on tonight we're going to a party in Bournemouth. Hopefully today we will get all the legal documents sorted out. I don't know if I'll be able to get them to the solicitor today, but should be able to tomorrow. Final stages. Louis back from his travels.
I'm back after 3 months.
But already on his next project, and me and my dad have come to see what they're up to with the old topless bus. That's the old
one.
boom bus.
That's the boom bus. We haven't named this bus yet, but coming back to the UK, it's nice to have something to focus on because usually I'm just like milling around. But
I don't think you're ever just milling around, but you know.
7:45 this morning. That's how passionate I am. Yeah, that's good.
And there's a whole team of people working on it.
Hi there.
Mike.
Hello.
I don't know what your name is.
Dan.
Dan. And Mike.
Mike.
So that's Louis' old boom bus, and just in the corner there, the new bus. And this is like a storage area for all sorts of buses. Such cool old-fashioned adverts. Bisto. So lunchtime, and we're just sitting by quite a strong smelling, what did you call it, an effluent pool? Well, we've just driven a very long way, 2.5 hours. We're exhausted now, but we have arrived at the beach.
In time for food and van.
Go down this little path.
We can go down here somewhere.
Yes.
That.
Ta-da! Wow. Now we've just got to find where our friends are. They've hired a beach hut apparently. Oh, some nice, can't remember what they're called. Beautiful beach. Very near Bournemouth. Oh, so lovely.
Sou privilegiado, tenho vivo igual ao céu. Eu posso apenas o que Deus me deu. Se você insiste em me classificar, meu
I don't know. Obviously kicking half of
Where's your hair anyway, Mark?
Why are you drifting around in the sea?
Is that Baxter?
Yeah, he's emptying a bin. He's emptying a bin.
Oh right, brilliant. Just record the. It could be a duo or it could be Lizzie. Didn't know this was going to happen, so here we go. Right, I'm going to.
What's that fluffy thing hanging off her?
It's to stop the wind,
So you get the sound.
so it doesn't go.
Yeah. Now this.
Didn't know Lizzie was going to sing. She came in the camera and said, "Oh, take this." So I'm just doing what I'm told.
vai minha tristeza, diz a ela que sem ela não pode ser. Diz-lhe numa prece que ela regresse, porque não posso mais sofrer. Chega de saudade, realidade. Sem ela não há paz, não há beleza. Tristeza e melancolia que não sabe, não sabe, não sabe. Mas ela volta, que coisa linda, que coisa louca. Pois sabem os beijinhos do que os beijinhos que eu darei na sua boca. Dentro dos meus braços, os abraços de milhões de abraços apertados, calados, abraços e beijinhos sem carinho, sem ter. Camarão de você, não gosto de você, longe de mim. No more blues, I'm going back home. No, no more blues, I promise no more to roam. Home is where the heart is, the funny parties. My heart's been right here all along. No more tears and no more sighs. No more fears. I'll say no more goodbyes if trouble beckons me. I swear I'm gonna refuse. I'm gonna settle down and there'll be no more blues.
Aren't you? You spent 2 hours here.